Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in this crypto world. My name is Cody, and I will be your host of today's episode of the 10-Minute Pitch Show. Thanks for tuning in. Just trying to get a few of our projects that will be pitching up on stage here. Give me just 1 second, and we'll kick this thing off. All right, I think we have got majority of our speakers up. Just a few other little stragglers. Invites have been sent out. So basically, if you're tuning into the 10-minute pitch show for the first time, how it basically works is it's a classic take on the old speed dating format. Basically, our projects will get 10 minutes, uninterrupted minutes, I should say, to basically shill their project. The only thing we do is we ask that you stay away from talk around price, anything that would manipulate the market. That will get you shut down pretty quick. We want you just focusing on your tech, the real world problems that you're trying to solve, and everything else in between. So, with that being said, uh, once your 10 minutes is up, so are you. So I will give you a warning around the 2 minute mark so that you can kind of wrap things up and we will go on to the next one. So we've got a pretty packed house. So let's go ahead and kick this thing off. And let's start with who should we start with? I'll just click here at random. Let's go with let's go with Soulbound. We'll go with Soulbound first. Your 10 minutes starts now.
Wow, I feel so honored. I know I won first last time. I don't mind letting somebody else go this time, but I could go now. It's all up to you guys. What do you think, Cody?
Go for it.
Okay, okay. All right, so Soulbound TV, baby, next generation television. We're bringing basically a bunch of different things together. Think of streaming, but Web3. Think of Twitch Web 3.0, but we're bringing a bunch of different stuff. We're bringing as well as AgentFi and GambleFi. So let's start off with some. Let's start off from the very beginning. So we're doing Streamify. We're really looking out for the smaller creator. We really, you look at a lot of traditional streaming platforms, and it's always the bigger creators that get the biggest rewards, the biggest piece of the pie. And I think with Streamify, what we've really done is we're really looking out for everybody, the smaller creators, even the community and the fans. So what goes on here is that everybody has an opportunity to earn from this beautiful opportunity. Both content creators get to earn XP as well as their fans for engaging, for participating, for viewing, for tipping. And ideally, everybody has an opportunity to earn XP, which then leads them to get some SBX, which is our token, which we actually do have our TG coming up very soon. Currently have our IDO sale happening right now if you check out our pin post. But yeah, ultimately, we really want to make sure that everybody gets taken care of. That also goes to why a lot of folks that do get tipped on our on our platform get to keep 100% of their tips. A few other things that we're focusing on. So we talked about Streamify, Agentfy as well, and we've got also a deep empowered network. So what happens a lot with a lot of centralized or traditional streaming platforms is that they're running on centralized servers, right? Nothing is really decentralized. So what we're trying to do is, instead of running it on a centralized server, we're running it on a deep empowered server where a lot of the folks that are participating within our ecosystem have the opportunity to also earn from contributing. So that's what's really cool. You own one of these nodes, you basically own a piece of the pie, and through that, you're also able to pretty much earn for participating to the network. So very different model from a lot of the traditional streaming services. We really want to make sure everybody you know, get uh, gets rewarded for contributing to this ecosystem that we're building. I mentioned AgentFi as well. So for owning one of these television nodes, which we haven't done our sale yet, but when we do, if you happen to own one of these nodes, you'll also be granted an AI agent that you can use on our streaming platform. So we're going to be exploring a lot of stuff with AI. When it comes to AI agents, you'll ultimately be able to have somebody to help you co-host, to help maybe do commentary, potentially to even maybe help you trade when you're not streaming, maybe even stream for you. So there's a lot of different stuff there, but I think it really opens the lid on a lot of different things that could be possible, and lifts the bar when it comes to creativity. So those are different types of things that we're working on. A few other features that we've introduced. So we've actually just launched our Telegram app a couple weeks ago. Obviously, I mean, personally, I would say, the Telegram narrative isn't where it used to be a few months ago, but it's still an interesting opportunity. Telegram's got over 1 billion users, and we're really trying to tap into that market. Obviously, bringing in more distribution, more attention, more viewers, and maybe more creators. So we're really excited about that. We also introduced Party Mode, which enables streamers to potentially collaborate with other content creators. So if I'm streaming, if I have somebody else streaming as well, we're basically able to merge our broadcasts into one beautiful broadcast, and it also merges both of our chats. So creates a really cool system where content creators are able to participate and collaborate with each other in a very seamless and effective way on our platform. That is Party Mode. And let me see, what else did we introduce? And also self-serve bounties. So we're really about, removing the middleman. We really want to make it this as decentralized as we possibly can. So a lot of games or projects or even content creators could create self-serve bounties where, without having to go directly through us, they could do it directly on our platform and set up any types of bounties, which really creates a really fun and interesting system to kind of delegate, micro content, create an army of micro content creators to create content around your game, and a bunch of all, whatever you want to make it about, right? So we recently ran our campaign with Maple Story when they launched, giving away tons of prizes, and really creates an easy system for a lot of folks that do want to do something similar to create their own self-serve bounties. And anything else? Yes, we also are introducing a new feature called hedge funds, which I think is very cool. So if you're watching your favorite traders trading live through the hedge fund system that we've created, the viewers are able to actually allocate a portion of their own assets for the trader to trade on their behalf. So if you got 10 different viewers watching a trader that they really like, and they trust this person to basically trade on their behalf through this hedge fund system, that everybody could basically participate and get a piece of the pie. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. I kind of went in that speed bullet mode here, but trying to get everything under 10 minutes. But yeah, those are a bunch of the different things that we have here. Like I mentioned, we've got our TGE coming up very soon. Currently running our IDO sales, so if anybody's interested, shameless plug, but check out our pin post. And yeah, we've got a lot of cool different things coming. I really think, there's a lot of different streaming platforms, but we're really trying to do something different where we're providing many different verticals, a different, a very full stack of different features, and not just streaming. And yeah, we really want to make sure we're taking care of the small content creator and everyone else. So that is my pitch. I don't know if I've hit the 10-minute mark, but I'll cut it at that. Thank you so much, Cody, and I'll give someone else the opportunity to shill for 10 minutes.
Ah, yeah, thanks, Marcello. Appreciate that. That's Marcello over at Soulbound. If you happen to have any questions for Soulbound and what they're cooking over there, please definitely feel free to drop your questions in the threads below. We'll bring those up a little bit later, or you can feel free to reach out to them directly. I know Marcello is definitely chomping at the bit to answer all your questions as well. So, uh, if you're just tuning in, we appreciate you being here. This is the 10-minute pitch show where every project shilling today will get 10 uninterrupted minutes to basically shill to you, making you the shark in this scenario. Our goal here with the 10-minute pitch show is to basically create an unbiased atmosphere free from KOLs, influence, and paid narratives so that you can straight from the horse's mouth, in a sense, about the project, without any kind of, uh, like I said, paid narrative. So that's always great, right? So, with that being said, definitely give this space a share so that we can get it out to the masses. We would greatly appreciate it. It helps us beat the X algorithm. Likewise, again, this is not financial advice. This is more for educational and entertainment purposes. Always do your own research. Just because they're appearing on the 10-minute pitch show does not warrant a endorsement by the Next Moon Project or the sponsor of this show, Layer 1X. So, with that being said, let's move on to the next one. We've got a lot to get through. So, next up, I've got Fio. Go for it. Your 10 minutes starts now, my friend.
Hey, GM, everyone. Excited to be here. Thanks for the time today. My name is Wayne Marcel. I'm the head of growth at FIO Protocol. A little bit about why I joined this project because it's important to understand the mission of FIO. For the past 10 years, you could say I've been a mass adoption maxi. Not a Bitcoin maximalist, not an altcoin maximalist, but focusing on real user adoption and people actually using this technology because you see the potential. And so that's when I came across FIO Protocol a little over 4 years ago. Joined the team shortly after launch. FIO is a project that's been live for 5 years. At the core, it's a layer one blockchain. It is a simple use blockchain. It's not like others, like Ethereum and others, where we're telling everybody, hey, come build on us. It was designed to govern a protocol better than just a single smart contract could, to be able to simplify the user experience in sending, receiving, and requesting payments with digital assets. And so we realized early on, looking at technology adoption, that technology does not reach a spike or a mass level of adoption until it gets easier to use, until you hide the complexities. You look at the internet, back in the 90s, it was complex, it was hard to use, most people couldn't use it. There were interfaces and protocols that made it easier to utilize and simplify to where now anyone can navigate to a website by typing in a simple website address. And so we realized with payments, there's 5 years ago there was a lot of blockchains already, networks that were out there, and we realized there's going to be many more layer ones, layer twos, layer threes. We're seeing that come to fruition today. And so having a universal naming service for those wallets was important, one that focused on interoperability. And so what we look to solve is that usability problem. People send to the wrong address, people send on the wrong chain. There's assets now that are similar, like USDC, for example, that are on numerous different blockchains. And if someone's trying to send an Ethereum token and accidentally send it to a Solana address, it's gone forever. There's no exchange, there's no wallet that can help you solve that. So we built tools. We've been partnering with wallets and exchanges and other Web3 platforms to simplify that user experience. One of the biggest parts of our protocol that most people know as far is what we call our FIO handles. The FIO handle is a simple name, similar to an email address, but it's in the format of user at domain. So if you were to navigate to Trust Wallet today and set up in their default naming system, it could be your username at Trust. That's our protocol that allows you to do that. And then you're able to link every single chain address to that one universal handle. So whether you're sending Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, anything else, you can link all your different public chain addresses to that one handle. And then whenever someone types it in, it'll resolve to the right address. Um, Users are also able to customize it. If they want to buy that domain ending, they can as well. They're able to get, whether it's their last name, their company name, their brand, or anything else. We've seen gaming guilds buy domains because then they want to allow each user in the guild to get a handle using that particular domain. Um, and so that's one of the main features. We're also a low cost provider. Unlike other speculative markets, we don't sell handles and domains based on the demand or the length. Every handle typically costs $1 on chain, and each user is able to get their first one for free when they go to either our FIO app page or they go to one of our 100 different integration partners that are already utilizing FIO. Or if they want to buy their own domain ending, it's roughly $40 a year. There's no markup. There's no thousands of dollars. If it's three letters, it's available. And so that was kind of our focus. Was we realized a lot that's out there, and there's great tools out there, but a lot of what's happened in the market over the years has been speculative. We want to drive user adoption. So far we've registered 2.2 million handles on chain, and that's growing monthly at a pretty rapid rate. So we also have other features. So we have a payment request feature, to where it's created basically a Venmo or PayPal type experience to where you can request any crypto. You can select which crypto you want to request, how much, and then put a memo as to what it's for. And then the user that receives that request is able to then approve it or deny it. And if they approve the request, they're automatically sending the funds. So it creates that simple, seamless experience that we're used to from centralized payment services out there, but in a decentralized and actually in a private manner, because the protocol that was used to design the payment requests is a privacy-based protocol that only the person sending and receiving can see any of the data that is in that payment request in terms of the details of the request, the amount, and even the memo that's sent. Um, and so those are the main focuses on our protocol. We've started out with wallets and exchanges, integrating our protocol, and then since then we've worked with a lot of different platforms. Whether you're a layer 1, layer 2, or layer 3 chain that doesn't have a default naming system already for your chain, why pay to build one when you can utilize one that's live and running and for 5 years and has active users? And we're structured as a nonprofit, so a majority of our on-chain revenue goes to our ecosystem. So our integration partners that use our protocol are earning the majority of the on-chain revenue. And then the remaining revenue that goes to our ecosystem, we have block producers and nodes. We actually have people that are staking the token and participating in governance of the protocol. Um, and so that's the split of our ecosystem, to where the majority of our focus is driving user adoption, not shareholder value. That's one of the other reasons why we're structured as a nonprofit. So we're looking for more integrators. Obviously, there's a lot of wallets, there's a lot of platforms out there. Even if you have a Web3 platform where a user is going to connect a wallet, sure, you could create a generic username that works within your platform individually. But that's kind of the old way in terms of closed-walled, closed-garden ecosystems. Allow your users to create a username that's unique to them and also works across anywhere where they go, any other wallet they utilize, any other chain they utilize, they can get handled. So whether it's Web3 social media platforms we work with, Web3 travel platforms, anywhere where a user is going to be connecting a wallet, interacting, anywhere where you may see or have to send, copy, paste those long public wallet addresses. I mean, that's actually a recipe for error when you think about it. A lot of us today are mobile first. And so when we're sending digital assets and we're copying and pasting using our thumb, that leaves quite a bit of room for error. And so our protocol stops those errors as well. If you type a handle wrong, it won't let you send it. If you type it right, but the asset you're trying to send is not linked, if I'm trying to send Bitcoin and I don't have a Bitcoin address linked to my handle, the protocol will stop you from making those critical mistakes where a user could lose those funds. So let's face it, we get new people into the space, they lose a good bit of funds by making a mistake sending and receiving early on, and they're going to leave and come back because even though they may loosely understand the benefits of decentralized systems, they realize, hey, PayPal, Venmo, those always work for me. And we realize that the openness that decentralized technology can give, global, no borders. So our focus is to drive user adoption. If you're interested in integrating or learning more about our integration process, check us out. Give us, fio.net is our website. We have contact information there. You can reach out directly to this account. And if you're looking to use the FIO protocol, our ecosystem page on our website shows you all the partners that have and what features of our protocol they have integrated already. And then we also have a FIO app if you want to utilize our protocol for maybe a wallet or exchange that hasn't quite yet integrated our protocol yet. You can navigate to the FIO app and set up your first handle for free there.
Okay, you got about 90 seconds. Do you want to yield it or take it?
I will yield it. I covered everything. I'll probably just repeat myself. So the biggest thing is check us out and reach out if you're looking to partner and drive user adoption.
All right, everybody. That was Theo. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate you guys. Looks like you guys are cooking something cool over there. So, yeah, definitely. If you have questions for Theo, drop those in the comments below. We will bring those up to him or reach out to him directly. Uh, and yeah, we're just excited to have such a packed house today. So we'll keep things moving along. Uh, Hopefully those that are listening in are finding this very educational and entertaining, and you are getting some good information about projects and learning more about them. So next up, we've got the standard. Go for it.
Oh, hey everyone. How you going? Thanks for having us. I'm Josh from thestandard.io. We are a Arbitrum only 0% interest borrowing platform where you can upload a whole bunch of different collateral types and borrow against it for 0% interest. And the good thing is, what makes us different is that you can earn a yield on your collateral and you don't need to trust anyone. You never give up your private keys. So you load up your collateral. It has to be 110% collateral, and then you can borrow against it, and then you can take that collateral, and it can be in a whole bunch of different assets. So it can be an ARB, Link, ETH, Wrap Bitcoin, and you can say, "Oh, I want to earn a yield on Wrap Bitcoin," and the smart vault basically goes and places that collateral into Uniswap V3 pools, and just slashes back and forth while you borrow at 0% interest. And so it's almost like negative interest, basically. And you put a little bit. You can choose how much you want that in correlated stable pools, so you don't have any impermanent loss, and so you can earn a yield, borrow against it, and yeah, so much more. And we just recently launched a little side project called The Key, which is a Web3 game, which just was for a use case for USDS other than borrowing and straight away selling it. And so The Key is a really fun little game. It's at thekey.fun. Am I able to share it to the space here, and then you guys can get rid of it after my pitch? Is that cool?
Yeah, you can throw it up on the Jumbotron.
All right. So the key.fun is basically a last man standing game. It's quite fun. Basically, the key started at $1, and there's only one key. And you can imagine a treasure chest, and there's one key, and it's as soon as you buy it, a hodl timer counts down from 24 hours, and you have to hodl it for 24 hours. But anybody can buy it for 0.4% more than what you paid for it, and the amount of money, 70% of that value goes into the jackpot, and 10% goes into the dividend pool of that key, and another 10% goes into a referral system. So the jackpot keeps growing every time it moves, and the hodl timer keeps restarting. And eventually the key will become, I mean, it's so expensive that someone will be able to hold it down to zero, and then they become the finalist. And the last two people that were able to hold the key, so the last two key holders go into a prisoner's dilemma. So let's say the key is worth, I don't know, 10 grand or 50 grand or something. It'll hit zero, the timer, no one else would have bought it. And maybe the jackpot's at, I don't know, 50 grand or something. And the last two key holders have to decide whether to split or steal the pot. And if both players split, and it's done really well. So each player decides, and it encrypts it, sends it up into the blockchain, so nobody knows. You can't check the blockchain; you just see a hash. And but then they reveal it by sending the salt up to chain, and it'll reveal, and the smart contract will decide what to do. So if both players split, then they get 50% of the pot each. If one player steals and one player splits, then the thief gets everything. But if both players become greedy and both steal, then the jackpot gets airdropped onto everybody that ever held a key. So it's a really fun game, and every time you buy the key, you get a dividend shard, which gives you a part of the dividend pool, which is being 10% of every key purchase from when you bought it. So it's a really fun little game. I love the prisoner's dilemma. We coded it up after for about 2 months, just sort of as a side project, and go check it out. It's a blast, and I'm really interested to see what happens during the prisoner's dilemma, because to split or steal is quite a dilemma. And hopefully the most rational would be to split it, but you never know. There's always that one greedy person, and if you get two greedy people, then everybody that ever held it gets the rub. So that's cool. So yeah, they're the two projects at the moment. We're Arbitrum only. We're solely focused on Arbitrum, with the standard is backed by Chainlink. They invested in us early on. We've been going with that for 4 years. It's a great project, a great community. We also, the smart vaults are NFTs, so you can always sell your debt and collateral in one transaction, which is really cool. So many cool features, really. And we've been glassmorphic for the last 4 years, and Apple's just released their liquid glass stuff, so they're catching up. Yeah, and that's pretty much me. If you've got any questions about the standard or the key, let me know. But
Yeah, you got about 5 minutes, so do you want to keep going or yield it back?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just quick. I'll just yield it, I reckon. But I'll just let you know that the one last thing that a lot of people don't understand is that when you buy the key, 70% goes to the jackpot. 80%, if there's no referral, goes into the jackpot. 10% goes to the referrer. So there's a really great little referral system in there. And you're a referrer for life too. So if anyone joins you, it's in the smart contract. Your address gets punched into the smart contract and never leaves. So they can't replace cookies or anything like that. You're always a referrer, and you get 10% of every key sold. Plus, the dividend pool every time you buy the key. So a lot of people buying the key early, because then if you hold these dividend shards, so every time you buy the key, you get a dividend shard, and so if you have 5 of them and there's 100 dividend shards, and you have 5% of the dividend pool. So that's basically how it works. And as this key price keeps going up, because that's the other thing. It started off at 24 hours, and every time the key changes hands, it adds a minute to the clock. So it's 24 hours plus 1 minute for every key that's been sold, for every time the key's sold. But with a maximum of 48 hours, so it will never get longer than 48 hours. We don't want time to be weeks long. So I'd be really interested to see how far this the key goes and how high the jackpot will be. It's an interesting and fun game. It was really fun to program. Arbitrum's a great platform, and to program for, a great chain. So it's been a blast, and I'll yield the rest.
All right, there you go. That's the standard. We appreciate them coming up. They are definitely an OG in our spaces, so we appreciate them.
Thank you.
Definitely definitely give them a check out, and ask them any questions as well. So we appreciate them. Next up, we've got, let me just kind of go down through my list here, pick one at random. Let's go with VR1 Arcade. Your 10 minutes starts now, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us. It's our first time on this. Yeah, really excited. We are the world's first arcade to create a token. We are the largest real VR arcade in the United States, 10,000 square feet. Um, Very futuristic, very fun. Arcade cabinets like emulators, VR arena, those 8 player arena esports style, with jumbotron, stadium seating, VIP booths, um, arena. Very cool. 24 VR stations, and the esports gaming area, of course, and then a couple other really cool cabinets like these 10-player Killer Queen cabinets. The arcade is amazing. Bar and restaurant, of course, really good food. You walk in, you get your socks knocked off. This thing is crazy cool. It's the most futuristic arcade ever made. Um, Very, very cool space. We just dropped the token. The token ties to the whole ecosystem of the arcade. So built a physical arcade first, then designed the token. The token is supporting the reward system in the real world at the arcade, but also in uh, the online world where players can join tournaments anywhere in the world, play against players at the actual arcade. Um, Investors, crypto partners can fly out. We are getting our first big YouTuber that's actually coming out to the arcade and checking it out himself. Really big holder, and he'll be out here filming a video at the real arcade and showing some of its real world utility through purchasing day passes, merch or food and beverages at the actual arcade using VR1 token. Um, VR1 token provides a lot of utility on the online world by having players compete in a self-sustainable um, uh, tournament setting. So our goal to create a token that can survive the expansion plans of the arcade. We have to focus on a lot of self-sustainable, like play to earn mechanics. NFT marketplace systems. Make sure that as we franchise the actual arcade around the world, that our token is designed in a way that it could survive for decades alongside the actual arcade. So, some of the cool utilities, um, specifically uh, the play to earn mechanics, will be based on skill, achievements, and your time spent playing on those games. So it's VR1's a blockchain based uh, gaming platform where players can compete and earn and trade assets using VR1 tokens. So the NFT marketplace is where we'll have our VR1 backed characters, weapons, skins, enhanced gameplay, and hold real world value. So they can be tradable on a trading hub like peer to peer trading marketplace where players can buy and sell, auction assets. So, uh, bunch of cool utilities coming down the pipeline as well. That things like AI bots in the games, um, being able to rent those and have those play side by side with you. Plan on partnering with a lot of existing GameFi spaces, um, making our social hub the start for the environment where you can launch into these games. So we're doing something a little bit different to start. We have promised and released some videos on our Unreal Engine game. That's actually just a social hub of the real arcade. So the first thing you'll be able to do with VR1 worldwide is join a game that's a exact replica of the physical real arcade in the United States, and meet people, meet other token holders, talk to us in the virtual world, and hang out and see what the space is all about when you can't, necessarily fly out to the actual arcade yet. And so from there, you'll be able to join existing GameFi projects, maybe, and then join, most popular games, Fortnite's, Rocket Leagues, all the generic um, type of games that people play, the popular ones. And then meet friends is the goal. Meet friends, get into those games with each other, come back, earn rewards um, through the tournaments that we'll host. Uh, there, you put up a price. I didn't mention this earlier, but you put up like there's an entry fee to join the tournaments. That's what makes it more self-sustainable, is like it'll be a tournament based. So put up an entry fee, earn the reward from the pool of players that are playing in the game and competing against each other. Um, really cool stuff. Um, and really different in a way where the actual arcade, you can become a largest token holder. You can. We already have some interested parties in the UK and Australia that would like to open up a VR1 in their countries. So very cool franchise opportunity as well, tied to the token system. And yeah, the what's next? The the actual arcade. Um, People are walking in. We have a tablet system, so actual utility is actually happening right now. So we have to think in a way where y- there's a there's a way to earn rewards at a arcade, like a classic arcade. But in the modern futuristic arcade, you can redeem those tokens for food and day passes. So this is something that's happening now. A lot of projects promise, utility and don't really have any, and or it takes a long time to really make that happen. At VR1, you can show up today and purchase things at the actual arcade with VR1 token. Um, yeah, then really about our history. So we actually started about like 3 months ago with the project. I've been the CEO of VR1 Arcade for 9 years. We franchised smaller locations, closed them all. We were part of this booming virtual reality arcade environment when things got really popular. Watched the whole thing crash, and there's very few arcades that survived through COVID
2 minutes.
and made it in the end, and especially VR arcades. VR arcades did struggle a lot. So, but yeah, so a lot of history. We've been doing this for almost a decade. Very close with crypto. Not new in the industry at all. Started the token 3 months ago, pumped to $50 million, dang near, and been on a slow bleed for the last month, which I think in a way is great. A lot of projects, because we, you know, rug pull, and that's why we started this project, was to, lock tokens, have a docs team, have a real arcade, not be a regular rug pull meme coin that people are sick of. So although we've been bleeding for the last month, it's still a really good chart, really good retrace. And we do have a next pump coming, hopefully. So thank you guys. You can find all of our stuff on our X page, all of our links, website. Our website has all of the links on our main token page. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble it off. I'll keep listening to everybody else. I'm really excited. Cool projects are in this space. Everybody who's talked, you guys got really cool stuff. I'm really stoked. I've given everybody a follow. that has spoken so far. So keep it up, guys.
There you go. That is a VR1. I do have one follow-up. I think I might have rugged, or you might not have mentioned it, so it might be worth asking. Where in the US is your physical location for your arcade?
We started in Idaho. It's like this booming. It's like one of the smallest states. Boise, Idaho, Meridian, Idaho, booming. It's like top three booming towns in the whole country. Really cool space. So started here because we want to test it in kind of a up and coming market. So very small area. Anybody can fly here. It's actually a really beautiful town. Very safe city as well. Um, to come check it out. So if it works here in Boise, it's going to work at any big city. It's kind of the plan. Go check us out, Meridian, Idaho.
Well, next time I get to Meridian, Idaho, I'm a stone throw away from it. So as soon as I get there, I'll have to go check it out for sure. So thanks for
Yes.
participating. We appreciate you guys. If you guys happen to have any questions for VR1 Arcade, definitely give them a quick shout out in the threads below or reach out to them directly. Uh, Definitely sounds like they're cooking over there and have lots of plans. So awesome to see. Great to see as well. They did bring up a very good point. If you do like a project that you guys are hearing, definitely give them a follow. They definitely are taking time out of their schedule to participate in the 10-minute pitch show today. So definitely show them some love and support and give them a follow. So next up, we have got, let's go with Eris. You're up, my friend. Your 10 minutes starts now.
Hey Cody, thanks so much for having me. Before I get started, is my voice clear or because you guys was a little bit buggy for me, so I'm not sure if it's the same.
You are crystal clear, my friend.
Amazing. Thank you so much for hosting this. Yeah, super excited guys. I'm joining off my personal account here because we're doing a couple different things. And so I think it would be a little bit confusing if I was under one account. And yeah, super exciting. I love the Infinon, the Shido, how you guys have some of your community members with the same PFPs in the crowd. That's super cool. Noticed that because I've been running a marketing agency for the past year and a half. And just recently in January, we switched into a venture studio model where we're building our own products, some for users, some for projects. And they're still all kind of community and marketing related things. Actually, one of them we just dropped today. Would I be able to share it up on the Jumbotron?
Sure, go for it.
Amazing. Yeah, so the first thing that we're building that we just launched now is it's pretty much this all-in-one platform for X growth. And so this is really great for projects, or for users. It's for personal brands, creators, founders that want to grow, that want to save time creating content. Am I still glitched, by the way? Because my screen's frozen.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Sweet. I'm just losing myself there. Anyways, yeah, so it's a great platform that we've pretty much built out with a really strong AI engine to create content that doesn't really seem like AI. We used a ton of different high performing posts, really refined it, and finally brought it to market today. It's just $1 a day, and you can sign up with a free trial. And so it's cardless trial. Try it out for a week. Any like founders, creators, this is really great. There's a content calendar built in there as well, and a resource hub if you want to, learn a bunch of stuff from the handcrafted library that we created. And so that's the first thing. It's for everyone that wants to build a personal brand here on X. I would definitely go check that out. You can try it for free. Second thing, which I'm super excited for, which yeah, it's coming to market in just a couple weeks here. It's a B2B product. And so for any projects in here that wants to take advantage of creator marketing without, needing a big KOL team or, needing a bunch of like marketing managers, hundreds of different Telegram groups with all your creators and stuff, you can pretty much manage it all through our platform that's coming called Plasma. And so it's a hybrid product. The backend is a web app where you manage everything for creator marketing. You can launch your campaigns, manage your creators, payouts, analytics, all that sort of stuff. And the front end for it is on Telegram. And so it's through a white label Telegram bot, meaning your creators interact with a bot that's already branded to your company. and you can pretty much, it'll handle and automate all the messaging back and forth for you. And so like, let's say I launch a campaign, it'll automatically notify, like, let's say 50 creators or however many I'm working with. It will remind them when to post, it'll collect their content, do all the data reports for you and stuff. And so it speeds up like 85% of the process for doing creative marketing, which is, you know, what we're seeing with the market, with KTL and all this, is really getting pushed the most because you're tapping into existing audiences that have already built trust under the creators. And so this is something super exciting that we're building. And honestly, I was building it for myself at first within my agency. And then when we started working and sharing it with other agencies, they're like, we need this as well. And so it became this product pretty much for any projects that want to run ambassador programs, other agencies, blockchains that need to run their KOLs for their ecosystems. And yeah, that's pretty much. I think ten minutes is quite a while to pitch unless you have a really big product or an ecosystem that you're building. That's pretty much everything from me that we're doing right now. We do also have a NFT collection, which is tied into all the different products that we're building called Sprout Citizens. We launched those on Abstract, and they're getting rewards, free access to the tools we're getting, and I can't say revenue share, but rewards from the products that we're building as well, directly to them. So yeah, anyone have any questions, feel free to drop them. I don't think I need the full 10 minutes to share it. And yeah, happy to check out the video that I posted up on the Jumbotron as well, giving a kind of intro on that first product that we just launched today for creating content on X.
All right, there you go. Some good takes from Eris. We appreciate you coming up and dropping all of that for us as well. Before we go on to the next one, I know that we're coming up on the top of the hour. I do plan on going over. If you do have to leave at the top of the hour, do you mind just raising your hand so that I can see who we need to go to next? Soulbound, you already went, so you can take your hand down. uh, Let's go with let's go real quick with Go Home, and then Adam, you're up on deck.
GM
Go
friends,
Home, your 10
GM.
minutes starts now.
I don't need 10 minutes. I'm fine with 5. Thanks. Thanks, Cody. Hi guys, GM. What a stage, honestly. Theo, Shido, Soulbound, VR1, Infineon, amazing guys. Shout out, huge shout out. Well, I'm representing Go Home today, and Go Home is a token that is based on the whitehouse.gov Espanol page, which was basically what happened was the next day Trump got elected. The White House Spanish page, if you went to it, it said a 404 page. It would generate a 404 error message, and it would just say go home. Just a button would say go home instead of go to homepage. And nobody knows if it was intentional, if it was just a mistake. They since have taken it down. They changed it. Now it says go to homepage. But we know no. So that's the point. That's how the go home token was born. However, the idea of Tony, the founder of Go Home, is that they're going to flip Bitcoin. This is not financial advice, by the way. This is the strategy advice. The strategy is to flip Bitcoin in price, obviously not market cap, because that's pretty much impossible. And the way they're doing it is making the Go Home movement into a global movement which taps into humanistic areas such as reflection, mindfulness, and realizing that sometimes you just need to step back and go home. Maybe you're too drunk, like me the other day, and your friends say, "Hey, you know what? Maybe you got to step back and go home." Or you've been trading too many meme coins, and you need to go home and close your wallet for a second, read a book. Maybe you need to go home and say hi to your mother, and check with your family. Maybe you're burnt out from work and you got to go home and reflect. So that's basically the idea of a Go Home token that we're trying to push through the marketing of this meme coin. However, I don't like the word meme coin because meme coin entails some sort of price speculation. We're approaching this as a business. It is more of a, let's say, an enterprise that keeps growing, a global movement. And the point of it is to unite people across cultures around the world. Doesn't matter where you come from, you are still welcome to go home. because everybody needs a home. We're currently actually running a meme Olympics, which are that we've acquired spaces on over 500 places, billboards and screens across UK. And your meme that is inspired by Go Home can be featured around UK across millions of eyes. And yeah, the way to enter is really easy. It's just you need to post it on Twitter, tagging us or including the hashtag Go Home Meme Olympics. Now, keep in mind, guys, that Go Home has a lot of enemies. We've had a ton of copycats before, so make sure to always verify the official Go Home token X page or Twitter is Go Home _token, and the only and official website is gohometoken.com. Just like that. Gohometoken.com, not XYZ or IO or anything else. It's gohometoken.com, and that's it. Make sure to always verify. You will never be asked to buy or connect your wallet on our website. You can always buy it on official DEXs and centralized exchanges. You will never buy it on our website. Do not connect any type of wallet to anything. Because the meme market is picking up right now, it's really, really, really scary. So make sure that you're safe. That's all from my side. Take it away, Cody.
Love it. Short, sweet, and to the point. I've been thinking of
Thanks, sir.
changing this to the 5-minute pitch show, but
I mean,
you
fair
know, there
enough.
maybe we'll create a second one called the Express 10-minute or 5-minute pitch. So
Thanks,
no,
sir. I
that's
gotta jump
awesome.
out though. Enjoy your day, guys. We'll see you next time. We're also running space in an hour from our page, so make sure to tune in. Cheers. Love you guys.
All right. That was Go Home. Next up, we've got Adam. Go for it, my friend. Your 10 minutes starts now.
GM, everybody, good to see you today. Yes, thank you, everyone. Very interesting projects you guys have got over there. So, Songjam is an agentic CRM to streamline the process for hosting an X space. So, this space would have been awesome if it had just kicked off with some killer tunes. We've built the AI DJ agent. You can bring it in, you can summon it in, and you can pump out some bangers and get everyone going while you're doing your admin and pulling all the hosts up on the stage. That's just one component of what we've put together here. And it includes listener retrieval, right? You know how all the listeners are dropping off the page, right? You get a big space, some KOL joins in, you're up to hundreds or even thousands. How the hell do you keep up? I tell you what you do. You take the URL and you drop it into songjam.space. And we will keep track of every listener for you that is not anonymous. And then it comes with all of the classic analytics. So you'll get retention. You can understand that. We do speech to text. So, of course, you can use an LLM inside the Songjam suite to analyze all of those juicy topics that you might have missed. And let's face it, you're not going to listen to that recording again. Come on. So it's an end-to-end solution for X-Space hosts. We've also got an automated DM system. You can generate custom messages based on people's profiles. And we're going to be integrating with the top InfoFi protocols so you can really sort through the quality of different listeners or potential speakers as well on this platform. It's yes, it's really I've been using it myself, so I've been really just I'm actually in a similar situation to Aras over there, just facing, you know, like how are we going to grow this? We've got access to all these amazing tools now with software, right? We can do all of this cool stuff with vibe coding. And from my perspective, like the vibe marketing thing just hasn't, it's just not really landing. And so I just started building this CRM, and then before I knew it, like we started introducing it to some agencies and some different projects, and everybody's very excited, and everybody, you know, really needs this product. So one important component that underpins this, so this is our centralized business, right, which is the CRM itself. But an important component that underpins this is a voice verification network. So one of the big problems that we've got right now is deepfake attacks, right? Just a few seconds of your voice, and anyone could create a version of you that could go and be used to scam your family or anything like that. This is a massive problem that's siphoning billions of dollars off of the economy every year. Actually, the internet's biggest scammer is deepfake Elon, and you've probably seen him popping up on the timeline again and again and again. So we leverage zero knowledge identity solutions, proto soulbound tokens, and a cryptographic key derived from a trusted execution environment in order to keep your voice biometrics safe. And this is paired with a piece of open source hardware that tracks the physiological signals from your throat when you speak, so that you can truly verify that the voice audio that you're providing is paired with your human biosignal. And we consolidate that with a proof of stake network, similar to the way that Ethereum works. And Ethereum, which has, I believe, since it switched to proof of stake, had 0.04% false transactions, right? So these validators, non-compliant validators, have been slashed. So similarly, we provide a verification solution for the voice, and that is the decentralized component. And we've got a very exciting announcement later this evening, and I posted that up on the Jumbotron, and it's related to the cap that I wear, which went on today, and I believe will not come off. And yes, this is getting some heat these days. So I will leave it at that. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. That was Adam. Yeah, with his what is it? Samsung? Sam Samsung. Yeah, Song
Song Jam.
Jam. Sorry.
Song Jam, sir. Yes, Song Jam. Songjam.space. Yes. Get your AI DJ going in your space. Don't let us all wait. Get some tunes pumping out. We want to keep the vibes good, right?
Yep, exactly. Sorry, it's kind of early for me here. But yeah, that was Adam. So I appreciate him. Kind of keep going along. Let's go with Infineon. Let's go with you next. Your 10 minutes starts now.
Hey guys, my name is Adam Mack. I'm here representing Infineon blockchain and ecosystem. I have the white paper here. If I can pin that up to the jumbotron.